All right, so we're picking up we at section 7. So a philosopher, Athenodorus, came to Athens. He reads the title. These are actually like historical presents. So he read the title, and with the price having been heard, because the cheapness was suspicious, having made inquiries, he is told all the things. And nevertheless, indeed, so much the more does he rent it. When it begins to become like evening, he commands like pillows and stuff to be like spread out for him in the front part of his house. He asks for tablets and a stylus and a light. And he sends the rest of his household, like all his own people, into the farther inside. He himself, like, directs his mind and his eyes and his hand towards writing, so that an empty mind may not create like fake things that are heard and silly fears for itself. In the beginning is the silence of the night, just as if it's maybe like everywhere. And now these are all going to be historical infinitives, so you just put them in the past tense. And then iron is shaken, chains are moved. That guy doesn't raise up his eyes, nor does he put down his stylus, but he confirms his soul and closes his ears. This verb, it's dative with a compound verb. It's glossed as to hold as protection. He holds his ears as protection. I'm not sure what he means here. Then a crash increases, and it approaches even now as it's in the threshold, and now it's heard inside the threshold. He looks back, he sees, and he recognizes the ghost talking to him. Oh, nope. The ghost having been described to him. That's okay. He was standing, and this is the ghost, and he was beckoning, making a signal with his finger, similar to someone summoning someone, right? This guy, Athenodorus, in return, so that he might wait a little bit, signifies with his hand, and he again leans over his wax and his stylus. The writing tablets have wax on them. That ghost, okay, so at the head of the guy writing, that ghost was making noise with his chains. Again, he sees the same thing which he was beckoning earlier, and having delayed no longer, he lifts up his light and follows. That ghost was going in a slow footstep, just as if heavy with chains. Later, walks into the courtyard of the house, or he turned aside into the courtyard of the house, and suddenly melted away, and suddenly having melted away, deserted his companion. The guy, having been deserted, places grasses and leaves, collected leaves. So leaves plucked off a branch, I guess, as a signal for the location, as a sign to the location. On the following day, he approaches the magistrate, and he warns him to command for that place to be dug up. Bones attached and enfolded with chains are found. Bones which the body having been decayed, by age and the earth, had left behind, like naked and eaten away by the chains, right? The bones were naked and eaten away by the chains. So the bones, having been collected, are buried publicly, like in a public ceremony. And then after this like ritual, like afterwards with the proper rites, the house lacked spirits that it had before, like its established spirits. These aren't hands. This is from the noun manes. That means like ghost or spirit.